Hello there, my name's Richard Marsh. You may remember me from such titles as Indie Gamiacs. Well, welcome to Video Gamiacs. So as you see, the big name change, the big channel name change is over, it's done. So if you voted on the poll, thank you very much, I appreciate that from last week. So I did ask which name you preferred for the channel, was it Indie Gamiacs or Video Gamiacs? And with a whopping 43%, Video Gamiacs lost. But after much deliberation, I have decided to ignore you and just change the name to Video Gamiacs. So the reason why I'm doing this is I have had some resistance on the fact that I used the word indie in my name before. And again, not that I'm too bothered what people think, but the idea of the channel is to help exposure. And if some developers and people don't like being associated with the word indie, and after 4 years of having this name, I've just decided to try Video Gamiacs to move it over to that, which does give me lots more options. Like I said, it does give me options to talk about some of the retro stuff more, some of the AAAs a little bit, just a little bit, I promise, just a little bit, which might bring new viewers into the channel to discover your games. That's how I'm selling it to you. So that's the idea. But that's enough about naming. The name is Video Gamiacs. I appreciate all the support and the help, and look forward to bringing you some new content. The biggest feature of the last video was the tea. Everybody loved the tea. Everybody was so panicked about the fact that I might spill my tea. It's fine. It's fully protected. It's okay. I am a trained Brit. We don't spill tea. There's a law against that. So we're okay. I've got a new tea here. It's not going to spill. So I did promise you last week that I would be featuring some games this time, and I'm going to do that for you now. So I've got 3 games to mention to you, and the reason why these are special to the channel is because I'm involved in all 3 of them, which makes it very exciting. So these are 3 games I'm currently working with. I'm doing a bit of marketing for them, or I'm just helping them out with a bit of advice, whatever it is. I'm going to show you the 3 games, and we'll go through them one by one. So first up we have Rose Cottage. Now I'm helping Rose Cottage out with some publishing. They were very kind to let me jump on board and help with some mainly sort of creator outreach, you know, organising live streams with content creators and just dealing with that side of stuff. So I'm doing this through my Go Left First publishing company. I'll leave a link here or somewhere if you want to check that out. So I just want to play the trailer for you, because this, I'll tell you what. Now what is funny, it's a point and click sort of mystery spooky game. It's set in a mortuary, but it's very British and it's super impressive. I've only got to show you 5 seconds of this clip and you're going to be like, oh wow, this looks amazing. So I'm going to play you the whole trailer now, and you let me know what you think.
Detective Inspector Edward Barrington speaking.
You don't have to do your work, voice dear, it's me. Edward Father is here and he seems very upset.
What's happened?
Apparently, his employees at the mortuary have all disappeared.
All the staff are missing.
He says he doesn't want to go back there.
Well, this all sounds very intriguing. I'll go over there right now, love, don't worry.
Please do take care.
Yeah.
Edward, Lizanne and Sadie have both disappeared without a trace. Now, my assistant, Stan, has vanished too. I can't endure another night in this house.
How can I explain any of this to my darling little Alice? She has been so brave. This house really is no place for such an innocent soul.
Next up we have a game called Bearnard. Now again, this is another quite unique game. So I'm helping this game by doing some live streams, some video, maybe some video is probably the best way of explaining it. So they are currently taking part in the Baltic Showcase on Steam. And they asked if I would create like a custom video for their Steam page, because on the Steam page you have the section at the top where you have that watch the developer play live now. You know, they're hardly ever live, are they? They're mainly pre-recorded videos because they just run 24 hours a day while the event's running. And they asked, instead of them as a developer just playing the game, would I, as a creator, like to sort of play it for the first time and give all my reactions live on the video. So I did that. I recorded a video for them. They put a fancy border on the edge of it for you. It looks fantastic, and it's up on the Steam page right now. It's very exciting. It's about an hour and a half long. I played the whole demo, gave all my reactions, and I really appreciate being up there. So again, if that's a service that you would like as a developer, please go and check out the video. It's also on the channel. I've uploaded it to the channel as well. I'll link it below as well, of course. I think it's just a really cool idea, having a video being played constantly on the Steam page. Of course, as a creator, that's great for my coverage, but it also helps the game coverage because it feels a bit more natural with a creator playing it rather than a developer who knows where everything is, so you don't get that reaction. You know what I mean? So anyway, it's a great game. It's a, how do I explain this? It's like a 2D platformer Metroidvania, but the combat is turn-based, and you're a bear with a bow and arrow. It's great. There's nice humour in there. There's a lot of like fourth wall breaking, you know, talking to the narrator, stuff like that. So it's really nicely written. The pixel art's beautiful, and I think you'll really enjoy this. So again, I'll leave the trailer for you now. Check this out. I'll see you. And there we go. That is Bearnard. Very cool. Again, link is below. Please check it out, wishlist it, and let me know what you think. So the next game comes from a developer who lives off-grid in the woods in the middle of Canada. It's a cool story, you know, sat there on his own in the woods, typing away, using solar power to generate his PC to do the work. It's a cool idea. And I remember speaking to him a few months ago, it might have even been 6 months ago, and we were talking about, you know, his life would make a fantastic game. What a cool game that would be, an off-grid, you know, game in the woods. That's amazing. And I caught his Twitch stream, and he's only gone and made it. He's only doing it now, isn't he? It's fantastic. So first of all, again, you can watch all the development live on Twitch. You know, he streams a lot, so link is below. Check that out. It's a game I'm really excited about. So it's basically like a Stardew Valley with no combat. So if you're interested in that sort of cozy side of Stardew Valley, then this is going to be, I think this is going to be huge. I think this is a brilliant idea. It's called Offgrid Life, and it's a off-grid farming sim, basically. Pixel art, it looks really cute, and I've got some little clips for you here, but this is like, we're talking weeks into the project here. Super, super early, first art assets. These are the first sort of screenshots and video clips out of the game as it's been developed. So, you know, this might change a fair bit. Well, I don't know yet. But I'm working with the developer, just trying to help build the social accounts up a bit of, you know, do a bit of twittering to Twitter, whatever. I'm doing some Twitter stuff, just trying to build up the account, talk to some creators, connect with some other developers, and really trying to sort of embed the game in that sort of cozy world. So if you've got anybody that you know who does a lot of cozy streaming or are into these types of cozy games, non-combat games, you know, it does feel strange playing a game that's got no combat in it. But I know that's a really big need. I know my missus loves Stardew Valley, but really hates the combat side of it. Doesn't like going into the mines and fighting stuff, so avoids it at all costs. So this is absolutely ideal. I mean, it's a great idea. So again, I'll play the little clips and show you the little bits that we have. But the main thing is that if you can reach out with the Twitter account and the Twitch account and just connect it up, get some more followers and just share the love, do what you do. But I'm really excited about that, and I'm excited to be working with the game and with all the games that I've mentioned today. So they are the 3 games I just wanted to mention, and I'll give you some updates on those in future videos. So the last thing I wanted to talk to you about is computer chairs. Now, I've never really thought too much about them. I know it's silly not to, but I haven't. But recently I've started to get like pins and needles in my arm and shoulder if I sit a certain way on my chair, and I keep adjusting it. I've noticed I've got no back support at all. My back hasn't even seen the back of the chair. They don't even meet, you know, they're strangers. And I was talking to someone on Twitter, I can't remember, and a company called Autonomous.ai joined in the conversation. And they actually make like ergo-friendly chairs and desks and things like this. And I was talking to them about what they stock and what they have, and their chairs look so good. But they are like 500 quid, which, you know, it seems like a bargain now. My shoulder hurts, but, you know, it's still 500 quid for a chair. So I want to know, what chairs are you guys using? If you're sat there at your desk 12, 13, 14 hours a day, what chairs are you actually using? Because at this point, I may as well be on a stool, because there's no point having a back to my chair. So I use an IKEA chair. Let me grab it for you. Here we go. This one. See? This is what I use. Again, now this was very generously donated by Paul, because my chair before this was another IKEA chair and it just snapped here. Useless. Paul said, hey, I've got my old chair if you want it. So it's been amazing. However, the backs, you can't adjust the back at all. It's just how it is. It's just the back here. So I really want to know what chairs you guys are using. I need to know, you know, are you spending £500 on chairs? You know, I'd love to know. Have you used one of these autonomous ergo chairs? Again, I'd love to know. But it feels such a big investment. And I know it makes sense. You know, I know it's an obvious thing to buy. But I've never spent 500 quid on a chair. I don't have 500 quid to spend on a chair. But I'm just saying, I've never done that either. So I would love to know. Let me know what your thoughts are. And if there are any chair companies that want to send me one to test. If you want to, because again, spending so much money on a chair feels risky, even though I probably know it won't. But so if you want to send me a chair to test, I'll review it for you if you want. Blatant plug. But if you want to send me one, I'll test it for you. I'll let you know. But I would also love to know, everybody everybody watching, what are you using? Are you using a stool? Are you standing? I've noticed I've been standing on my other desk for a while, just to get a break from the chair. Because now I'm spending more and more time at the desk. It's really starting to affect me. So yeah. Any advice or help you've got, then let me know, please. So I will tag anonymous.ai in the description here if you want to check them out. Again, their stuff does look pretty cool. I can't vouch for them. I've never used them. No idea. But they were cool to sort of interact and talk to on Twitter. So yeah, go check them out. Other than that, that's everything. No tea spillage. It's okay. Don't have to call anybody. We're safe. So until next time, goodbye, everybody.